Out with the old gratitude journal and in with the new. I have been writing in a gratitude journal for like the last 28 years. Gratitude is powerful. It brings me closer to God. It uplifts my spirit. There's been studies that show that it improves sleep, it reduces stress and anxiety, it helps in healing, and it creates a feeling of satisfaction in our lives. I have definitely experienced that. Gratitude changes the way that I look at the world. I've written down 5 things that I'm grateful for in a gratitude journal every single night for the last 28 years. I feel like this one habit of writing down what I'm grateful for in a journal every single night has been the most powerful tool of my life. It helps me connect to God every night through gratitude. On those tough days, it helps me change my focus and uplift my spirit. In the beginning of writing down what I was grateful for, I consciously looked for the good in each day because I knew that I was going to have to write down what I was grateful for. Now it's natural for me to see the good. And it rubs off on everybody that's around me. My children have been brought up daily sharing what they are grateful for. And my husband knows when I'm writing down what I'm grateful for, I'm going to look over at him and ask him, what are you grateful for today? It was a habit he had to create as well, but now he can easily tell me. Of course, I have days when I'm frustrated or things aren't going well, but after venting or feeling sad, my mind automatically goes to the blessings in the situation because that's what I've conditioned myself to focus on the good. After you do that every single day, then that just becomes your go-to. I wired my brain to, yes, feel what I need to feel, but then look for the blessing. Look for what I can be grateful for in this situation, which has really set the tone for my whole entire life. Like I said, writing down what I was grateful for has really strengthened my connection with God, my relationship with my children, my husband, and my family, my friends. I'm so grateful for my gratitude journal. The process of writing down what I'm grateful for has truly been a blessing in my life. What are you grateful for? Try it and you're going to see blessings unfold in your life. You're going to feel better. Your attitude will be looking for the good. And now I've cultivated a whole belief and a knowing that life is working for me. So if something doesn't feel good, I know there's information in there for me to be able to learn and to grow and to connect with the core of who I am and to listen in for guidance from God. Things that you're grateful for. They don't have to be huge magical things. They can just be your everyday things. And put at least one in the comments below because you're typing it. That's going to help integrate it even more into your system. And what is it that you want? That's another great indicator. What is it that you want? That's another great way to look at this. If you want a fabulous relationship, think about what that would look like. What would a fabulous relationship look like? Maybe one of the things is you would feel cared for. So maybe you don't have that relationship, but I bet you feel cared for in a lot of different ways. So maybe that's what you're looking for. You're going to look for when you felt cared for during the day. And when you do, you're going to write that in your gratitude journal. Now you've integrated what you want more into your system. Everything we want is just because how it's going to make us feel. Think about what you want and then think about why you want that. What feeling would you get from that? And then focus on that during the day. When and where do you get that feeling? If you didn't experience it during the day, then sit with it. When do I feel that feeling? And then just make that your choice the next day to go and create situations where you're going to feel that because you want to integrate what you truly want into your nervous system. And then you're going to see how more and more of different things come into your life that create that feeling. This is only a win-win situation for you. You're going to up-level your perspective. You're going to be feeling more joyful. You're going to be feeling more gratitude. You're going to shine your light even more. And then you'll just have a record of all the blessings in your life, which really is fun to look at. My husband and I have an ongoing anniversary card that I get out every year, and that's what I do. I just look through this to remind myself all the cool things that we did and all the cool experiences, and then I write that in a card, which is just another form of gratitude for our love and our cool experiences that we have shared and how we're moving through this life together and all the blessings that have unfolded. I choose all kinds of different journals, just kind of really whatever I happen to run across. So this one, it is literally just a planner. I think I'll insert a picture of just my stack of gratitude journals. I've had like official gratitude journals. Oprah introduced this woman, and I can't even think of her name, Sarah Van something, and she had a gratitude journal. She's the one that I got this idea from. I grew up in a household where we did look for the good. Like if I didn't feel good, my mom would, take care of me. But then she would say, hey, let's focus on 10 things that we're grateful for. So when I saw this on Oprah, I was like, okay, I know that this works. So what if I did do it every day? And I just started doing it, and I saw the blessings from the beginning. I saw the shift in my thoughts. I saw that I was looking for the good, and I already knew the benefit of that, because when I was young, I was hurting, I fell, or I got my feelings hurt, or I was angry, or whatever. My mom would take care of me, but then she would say, okay, let's focus on what we're grateful for. Well, by the time I got to 10, my whole attitude had shifted. I'd had an emotional state change, and I knew the benefits of that. So let's do this. And I just had it with me, and now I really cannot go to sleep unless I write in my gratitude journal. And sometimes I am writing the same thing. Like, I am super grateful for my home. I just think home is such a precious place. So that is there every single day. I go to Pilates most day. That is in there. My children are in there. God is in there. Divine inspiration is in there. A lot of times I have a lot of the same things. I will also say it's been a great way at the end of the year, go back through and see all the cool things we've done. Because when we go snow skiing, I have it written in there. When we've gone to a fun party, when we've done a fun family thing, when we've done some kind of adventure, gone on a trip, or just special days that have happened during the year, or just those days, wow, I was so grateful that I snuggled on the couch with my husband and we watched a movie, or I got to go to one of my children's events, or they had a special moment. There's something about writing. It integrates it a little bit more into your nervous system. So I've written it down, and this is how I'm going to sleep. We've always heard how important sleep is, but now all these scientists and doctors that are supposedly going to make all these amazing breakthroughs for us in the next 10 years in medicine, their number one thing is sleep. That's what every single one of them says. Sleep, exercise, and then how you want to eat, your lifestyle. So I'm going to bed in an up-level, peaceful state. That sets the tone for my sleep. Not only am I helping to reprogram myself as I go to sleep, but I'm in a peaceful state. I went to sleep focusing on the blessings, so I wake up refreshed. I'm ready to look for the good again, because this is my pattern. This is what I've taught my nervous system. And then it's great information, because when I am constantly looking for the good in a situation, then I am typically in a really positive state and feeling the blessings that are going on and looking for the good and not getting caught up in all the little negative things that are going on. But of course I do feel negative, and I do get caught off guard, and I do react to things, but that's not my natural state. So I notice it. I might get sucked into some kind of lower vibration, negative state for a minute, but then I really notice it. And I'm like, whoa, okay, hang on. What's going on? Take a breath. Let's feel into your feelings and what's behind it. What's at the core of what's going on? What is making me feel triggered? And then I have time to sit with that and listen in to what's really going on, because it's typically not surface stuff. It's typically other things behind the scenes in my subconscious that are going on that allow this reaction, because I've created some kind of story. Something's happened, and based on past situations, a story comes up. A lot of times it has to do with my state. You can see how cultivating a sense of gratitude really helps shape and how I'm going to deal with everything in my life. If you could just do one thing this year, I would choose to write down what you're grateful for. Get any old, this is just a daily planner. Put it by your bed and write down what you're grateful for. It's going to uplift your spirit, allow you to sleep better. You're going to be looking for the good. It will become a habit that will bless you in so many ways. You're blessed and you're a blessing. Try the gratitude journal and live that grateful life.